Ever since I got a truck, I've been looking for a bike rack that is unique and allows me to carry more than one bike. I think I found that with the Ride88 truck bed bike rack system. In this video, we're gonna go over my first impressions, the install, and give you my thoughts after using this bike rack for a few weeks. So last year I got a truck and I have been using my one-up hitch rack to carry my bicycle on my truck. But I've been thinking, should I use a tailgate pad? Should I get another tray to carry a second bike on my rack? Today, I'm gonna solve that problem and bring you along. One of the first things I need to do is take off this one-up rack. To take it off, gotta use our key and pull out the lock. This is where a pin normally goes in your hitch receiver. And then, got my EDC car kit here. This is a special tool that you need to get this bike rack off. Let's look at all the components Ride88 sent over. Cool, this is a wheel cradle that's gonna be the center rack option in here. Some tie downs for that rack option. 2 locks for the wheel chocks. A lock for the pole that goes side to side. Tie down points. Ride88 cable lock, plugs. Box number 2 looks like it's gonna be the pole that goes across the back of the truck bed. This pole's a lot heavier than I thought, which is good. That means quality. We're talking about something that's gonna live in the back of your truck bed. Yeah, and that's gonna fit. Freaking truck bed is almost wider than it is long. All right, now this should be the main part of the rack, which you can see right there. That is what the bike racks look like. Your front wheels, or back, go into these chocks, they cinch down and stabilize your bike. Okay, these are gonna take some assembling. So what I'm gonna do first is get the side sliding bars in the truck. Then I'm gonna get the bar across. Then we're gonna move into assembling these bike racks. So I guess it's time-lapse time. The side rails in. The next part I'm gonna do is build the actual cinch mechanism of this rack, because I wouldn't be putting on the crossbar if that wasn't ready. One of the things that Ride88 does really well is there is a whole website full of instructional videos for every type of install you might be doing and for every product, and that's super helpful when you're installing a product like this. All right, back to work, back to installing this bike rack. Okay, so I got the bar installed in the back of my truck. There's this pin here, which is like a telescoping bar, so it fits trucks of multiple sizes. There's just a pull pin right here, so you could essentially come in and pull the pin and take it out. But what I've got here is a lock. Take this out. Slide the lock on, slide the bar back in. So this is a Ride88 custom lock solution, and we're gonna give it a shot. Okay, first thing I'm gonna do is program the lock. So I'm not doing it while it's on. So then we'll put the lock around here. we're getting grease on it. Okay, now I've got a question. This is on the passenger side, and I'm wondering, do I want it on the driver's side? Because perhaps that might be the location that I might put bikes more frequently. I think so. I think I'm gonna switch it around. Okay, I got the bar flipped around. That was easy enough. Now, when I get out of my car, I can come right over, unlock the bikes, and immediately get out on the trail. It's supposed to go to the other side, so just something to think about if you're installing this rack with a lock. Now I have to install these plastic bushings on the rack, and so I'll do one there, and one on this side. Okay, so then I'm gonna take this wheel clamp, which the handle is on the right side, so accessible from the outside of the truck bed. So there's maximum, there's the lowest, and then I can pop this ball out, and we can push it all the way down so that the tonneau cover can close. Gonna slide this over because it's a little too close. Again here, so this is the premium lock. So this goes on the back side of the wheel clamp. This goes in, so it locks it in there, and then this key body locks in the bottom. It's kind of hidden, but if someone ever does try to get these off, it won't work. So this, your wheel kind of can come in and sit here. Looks like it can fit a road bike, a mountain bike, or even a 3 to 4 inch fat bike. But I'm gonna put this in the center of those two wheel clamps. And essentially what that will do is give me the option to hold a third bike. And there's two tie down points, which you can see here, here, and here. And it's a new model in the center that we're seeing here. The old one sort of looked like this, but now it's sort of more, there's more surface area for your wheel to sit against. So I'm gonna go ahead and install this right now. Your front wheel goes in here and your back wheel gets strapped to this strap. And the strap for my truck, since it's so small, goes around the tailgate and hooks onto the bottom of the tailgate. To secure this strap, I've got to open the tailgate, put the hook under, hold the slack, put the hook under, hold the slack, and the right side's tensioned good, but this has a good bit of extra slack, and you want it just enough so that's resting on the ground. So that's good slack, and here is my wheel tie down point. I guess the only thing left to do is to test fit a bike. Okay, we're gonna put in the Priority Apollo. Oof, don't scratch the car. So I want the wheel touching the front wheel chock and the back. So I'm gonna scoot that up just a little bit. Wow, that's freaking secure. Very, very nice. And then I'd come back here, feed this through. Dang, I think that's pretty sick. What do you think? Now I can fit 3 bikes. That is exciting. So let's take the bike off. I'll show you how these clamps fit under the tonneau cover, which is in super it's a super important detail. So let's go over that. To close this, right, if you push it down, that's the clamp all the way down. And it's got an adjustment here for different size wheels. But to move this clamp, there is a ball underneath. I pull that ball and this will slide down. So instead of doing this, I pull the bar, I can push it down as well, but then I push this down. And when I push that down, that then makes the racks flush with the truck bed, and I can close the tonneau cover. And you would never even know that they were there. I just pulled up to the Murdoch Canal Trail and let's get the bike out. Out riding and it feels so good. This is why I love riding here. The view is awesome. The trail is also great. I love it up here when it's not freezing, like literally. It's so nice to be out on a bicycle. And you know what's kind of cool is I have noticed my strain is a little lower. I haven't even really been training on Zwift. I've just been doing like small rides at low FTP. But riding my bike every day on the trainer this winter, I'm already seeing a change. I'm seeing improvement. And to be honest, that's quite encouraging. I'm stoked to be out on the trail and just enjoying life while it's warm. I woke up super early today so that I could go out and ride and get my work done early. That was like 32 miles. Felt freaking fantastic. So here's the truck loaded up with 3 bikes. I headed out to the desert to do some product testing and see how the bike rack performed with 3 bikes in the back. It's really amazing to me that this place is actually like 15 miles away from my house and it's pretty remote. I mean, it feels very, very remote. This is the original route of the Pony Express, which is also quite interesting. I mounted some GoPros all over my truck and tried to really show what it was like to have 3 different bikes of different types, some old mountain bikes and a new dual squish mountain bike. I used it with this 10Ways Seago 600 Pro. I did some range testing with that bike with the bike rack, and I really love that these bike racks work really well with e-bikes as well, because I ride a lot of e-bikes. And here I tried to give it a little torture test. It was a little bit muddy and tried to do some S-turns in the mud to really show you how durable the rack is and how stable it keeps your bike even on crazy roads. So I'm not quite done with this video. I showed you how well it worked with the included strap. The strap's down the rear wheel, but I wanted to make a change. Feeding the strap into this buckle every time is a little annoying to me. So, since I have this plastic bed on top, which is pretty strong, like it's not gonna go anywhere, I'm gonna see if I can cut into it and see if I can put a volet strap on the back. All right, so I just got the modifications done to my tailgate so that I can use a volet strap to strap the back wheel. I'm super excited about that, but this concludes my Ride88 first look video. I've been loving this system. They're super sturdy. I haven't worried about the bikes in the back of my car as I'm traveling, driving on the road. The Ford Maverick's got a pretty small bed, so you have to drive with the tailgate down. I have found no problems with tailgate flop. I think the tailgate is heavy enough, and even if it does go up, the rear wheel of your bike just spins. So it doesn't really hurt the bike at all. This bike rack system has helped me get outside a bit more in the winter. I haven't had a rack on my hitch for the last month, and that has been a benefit when going through car washes, because the car washes out here won't let you go through with a hitch mounted rack. And now I can carry 3 bikes in the bed of my truck, which I think is super rad. And you know what I'm thinking is I could maybe even get a hitch extender and put a hitch rack on the back too. Maybe carry 5, 6 bikes on the truck, which would be cool to test. But if you're looking for a bike rack system and you have a truck, I highly recommend you look at the Ride88 system. They're a family-run business, and I love supporting small business. That makes amazing, super sturdy product. So anyway, that concludes this video. First look at the Ride88 system. I hope you liked it. Give it a thumbs up if you did, and make sure you hit subscribe so that you can follow along on more bike adventures. Thanks for watching.